Hi, welcome once more to Mr. Max. I know that you are getting ready for your examination and it is very important to study the latest trending questions. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to explain from different past question papers, September 20, this year, September 2024, past question papers from different provinces. So you will get an idea, okay, these are the latest trends in questions. So it is very important to watch this lesson and practice with me. Okay, so first look at the question, then try to do by yourself, then after that you have to watch this lesson. Okay, so let's start without wasting time. Question number 5. This is September 2024 Free State Province. Question number 5, that is trigonometry section. Okay, so let's start. Question number 5, trigonometry section, September 2024 Free State. Okay, what is question number 5? If square root of 5 sine theta plus 2 is equal to 0, so there is an equation given like this: square root of 5 times sine theta plus 2 is equal to 0. And also it is given that theta is an element of 90 to 270. So it is given like this. So what is the question? What is given? Square root of 5 times sine theta plus 2 is equal to 0. Theta is an element of 90 plus 270. Okay, so it's a cliche type question, you know, almost all the question paper you did. Okay, but there are some good questions in this question paper, so I want to teach you. You have to listen very carefully, but don't ignore this type of questions. You have to do that one. So when you are doing this type of questions, you will get new ideas. Okay, but in this question paper I'm very happy with some of the questions that I saw here. Okay, so listen very carefully. So this is what given, and we have to find the values of determine without user calculator the value of the following. Okay, so anyway, look at this one. Square root of 5 times sine theta plus 2 is equal to 0. So if I take this plus 2 to the other side, what is that one? Minus 2. Okay, so it is square root of 5 times sine theta. I'm going to take this plus 2 to the other side, to the right side. So it is going to be minus 2. So what is the dot means? It is multiplication. So if I take the square root of 5 to the other side, it is division. Here it is multiplication, on the other side it is division. So what is sine theta from there? Sine theta is equal to minus 2 is already there, divided by this square root of 5. Am I right? Okay, so we got an expression for sine theta. What is that expression? Sine theta is equal to minus 2 divided by square root of 5. Am I right? Okay, so now in your class you studied, and what is the definition of sine theta in terms of x, y and r? X stands for adjacent side and y stands for opposite side, and r stands for hypotenuse. Am I right? In some schools it is adjacent side A, opposite side O, and hypotenuse represented with the H. Okay, so if you practice like that, you can follow like that, no problem. Okay, so here my representation is I'm going to denote like this: x stands for adjacent side, y stands for opposite side, and r stands for hypotenuse. Okay, so what is the definition of sine theta? You know that opposite side by hypotenuse. Am I right? Opposite side is y, so I'm going to write it like this: this is the same as y over sine theta is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is divided by r. Okay, so what is given? Sine theta is equal to minus 2 over square root of 5, and by the definition of sine theta we know that it is opposite side by hypotenuse. So now we can equate the numerator, denominator. So what is going to be that one? What is the value of y from there? So here you can see numerator here it is y, here it is minus 2. So what is the meaning of that? It implies that y is equal to minus 2, and what is the value of r? R is equal to square root of 5. So we got the values of y and r. So which one is short there? Adjacent side, x. Am I right? So I hope you already by hearted the formula to find the value of x. So Pythagoras theorem, what is that one? Square root of r square minus y square. I'm not going to explain much on this one. I hope all of you studied this one. Okay, so to find the adjacent side, this is a formula, x is equal to square root of r square minus y square. So it is square root of r square. Is it not? Square root of 5 is r. So square root of 5 square. So you know that it is 5. Okay. Anyway, minus y square. What is the value of y here? Minus 2. So it is minus 2 square. Am I right? Okay. Substitute the values of r and y. That's all. So square root of 5 square. So you have to remove that square root. Am I right? So there is another square root here. Okay. So square root of 5 square is 5 minus minus 2 square. Minus 2 square is positive. Am I right? So positive 4. So 5 minus 4. What is 5 minus 4? 1. So it is square root of 4 is square root of 5 minus 4 is 1. Okay. So here you must be careful. It is square root of 1 is not a, don't just write 1, plus or minus 1. Am I right? So you got two values for x. What are the two values of x? Plus or minus 1. Now we have to choose which one is the correct x value. Is it plus 1 or minus 1? So now look at this, this interval given. Theta is an element of 90 to 270. So you know the quadrants, this is 90. Am I right? This is 90 degree and this one is 270 degrees. Okay. So 90 to 270 means it is either in the second quadrant or in the third quadrant. Okay. So now here you know that sine theta is positive. I hope all of you understand that one. All of you already studied that one. Am I right, guys? Here sine theta is positive. But look at our expression that we got. What we got? Sine theta is minus 2 square root of 5. That means the value of sine theta is negative. Is it possible? According to this 90 to 270, it means that it is either between second quadrant or third quadrant, 90 to 370. Okay. So we have to find exactly, is it on the second quadrant or is it on the third quadrant? So here we can see that sine theta is negative. Is it possible here sine theta is negative second quadrant? No. So what is only possibility? It is in the third quadrant. So now our point is somewhere here. It's on the third quadrant. So let me draw a line. So this is our point and here we have to write the x and y. Am I right? This is how you studied in your class. Okay. So what is the x value? X value we got as plus or minus 1. So which one is correct here? Look at this one. Is it not this one x-axis? So here from this is the origin. This side x value is positive or negative? Yeah, we know that here it is negative. So which x value is correct? Plus 1 or minus 1? Yeah, of course it is minus 1. Okay. So here the x value is minus 1. And what is the y value we got? Yeah, here we got the y and r. What is y? Minus 2. Is it not the y value negative here? Am I right? Okay. So here y value is minus 2. Y value is minus 2. And what is the r value? Square root of 5. So r stands for the hypotenuse. We can write it here. Square root of 5. Square root of 5, sorry, not square root of 2. So that's my mistake. It is square root of 5. Okay. So what is the value of r? Square root of 5. And what is the value of x? Minus 1. Y value is minus 2. You understand up to there? Okay. So let me write it once more here. The values of x, y and r. X is minus 1. Y is, what is the value of y? Minus 2. And the value of r is square root of 5. Okay. So leave it there. Now what you have to do is, those who didn't write this one, you have to write it. Then I'm going to erase this one now. Okay. Then after that we'll continue. Okay. Now let's move to the first question, 5.1.1. That's a simple question, 5.1.1. What is that question? Tan theta. You have to find the value of tan theta without using calculator. Tan theta. So that's a direct simple question. What is tan theta by definition? Opposite side by hypotenuse. Oh, sorry, what is tan theta? Opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side we represented with y. Adjacent side we represented with x. Am I right? So what is tan theta? Y over x. So now we already know what are the values of x, y and r. So what is the value of y? It is minus 2. So it is minus 2 over, what is the value of x we got? Minus 1. So what is minus 2 divided by minus 1? Minus by minus is positive. 2 divided by 1 is 2. So it means that the value of tan theta is 2. Okay. Now look at the next question. Cos 2 theta. So 5.1.2 cos of 2 theta. This is what we want to find. Cos of 2 theta. Is it not cos of 2 theta is a double angle? Actually, you studied the 3 formulas. Do you remember that 3 formula? Just a recap. Anyway, you are preparing for your examination. What are the definition of cos 2 theta? So it is 2 cos square theta minus 1. What is the second expansion? 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Am I right? And the third one is cos square theta minus sine square theta. Okay. So you guys, you can apply any formula, any one of these one in this question. Okay. Not all the question, depends on the question. You have to apply which one I have to apply here among this one. Okay. So in this question doesn't matter, either you can apply this one or this one or this one, doesn't matter. Okay. So let me apply the first one itself. Okay. So what is that one? Cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1. Okay. So I am going to apply the first formula, 2 cos square theta minus 1. So tell me, what is the definition of cos theta? There is a 2 here. Okay. This 2 is this one. What is the definition of cos theta? Adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. You must not make any mistake on that one. Okay. So just to avoid mistake, look at how I am going to write cos square theta. So it is cos theta is adjacent x over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is r, but it is cos square. So let me square that one. Okay. Minus 1. So look at this one. This 2 is this one. Then cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side we represented with x, hypotenuse we represented with r. So it is x over r square minus 1. So now we can just substitute the values. What is the value of x? Minus 1. So it is minus 1 divided by what is r? Square root of 5. So minus 1 divided by square root of 5 square minus 1. So now look at this one. 2 into what is minus 1 square? Positive 1. So it is divided by square root of 5 square. When you square a square root, you can remove that square root. Am I right? Okay. So it is, we remove that square root. So it is 5. Then minus 1. Okay. So let me erase the top part. So is it not 2 times 1 is 2? So here it is 2 divided by, denominator is 5 minus 1. Okay. So what is, you have to find the LCM. Okay. So what is the answer? This 5 you multiply with this one. So 2 minus 5. Is it not that the easy method? 2 minus 5 divided by 5. So this 5 you cross multiply. 5 times 1, that is 5. So 2 minus 5 divided by this denominator. What is 2 minus 5? It is minus 3 over 5. So what is the answer of cos 2 theta? It is minus 3 over 5. Do you understand? Okay. So that is question number 5.1.2. Now let's move to question number 5.2. Let's move to the next question. Question number 5.2. Question number 5.2. What is that question? Without use of a calculator, simplify the following expression to one trigonometric ratio. Okay, so guys, there is a change in that question. I think there is a mistake there. You have to change it like this. Without the use of a calculator, calculate the value of the following. Okay, you have to change the question like this. Without the use of a calculator, calculate the value of the following. Okay, so question is like this. 2 cos square 15 minus 1 plus 2 sine 140 divided by, so that division is only for that 2 sine 140 divided by cos of 310. So it's a simple question. Okay. So you have to find the value of this one without using calculator. That is a actual question. Okay. So now look at this one. 2 cos square 15 minus 1. Can you see something there? 2 cos square, these two terms. I'm considering these two terms. What is that one? 2 cos square 15 minus 1. Is it not that double angle of cos 2 theta? you studied like this, cos, not cos square, is cos 2 theta. Okay, so cos 2 theta is equal to, what is the expansion? There is an expansion, 3 expansion, but one expansion is this one, 2 cos square theta minus 1. Okay, so look at this one, 2 cos square theta minus 1. Here instead of theta, what is that? 15. Okay, so it is 2 cos square 15 minus 1. So here how can you write? 2 times cos of 2 times theta. What is our theta? If you consider this theta as 15, our theta is, assume that our theta is 15. So here what? 2 times 15. Am I right? What is 2 times 15? It is 30. Am I right, guys? Okay, so if I consider this theta as 15, 2 cos square 15 minus 1, that is this one, 2 cos square 15 minus 1. So when it is theta, here it is 2 theta, the double of this one. Okay, so it is 2 times theta is 15. What is 2 times 15? 30. So this 2 cos square 15 minus 1, using double angle formula, how can we write cos of 30, or 2 times, let me write for you to understand, 2 times 15. Am I right? 2 times theta, 2 theta, like that. Okay, plus, now this one, you know, we have to apply a reduction formula from grade 11. We are doing that one. Am I right? Sine of 140. 140 is in which quadrant? Second quadrant. Am I right? Okay. Second quadrant, how can you write? 180 minus theta. Okay. So it is 180 minus 40. So I hope you understand that. We already studied that one. So it is 180 minus 40. 180 minus 40 is 140. Am I right? Okay. So how can you write that one? 140 is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant, how can you write? 180 minus 40. That is this one. Okay. Divided by cos of 310. So now here look at this one. Here it is sine. So if I get a sine here also, maybe I can cancel that one. Am I right? Okay. So I'm thinking like that. I don't have any idea now. So I'm thinking like this. If I get a sine here in the denominator also, okay, you can cancel, maybe you will get something to cancel sine and sine, okay, if the angles are the same. So anyway, if I want to convert this cos into sine, what must I write? I have to write based on the reduction formula. I have to write based on the vertical line. Am I right? You know that if you apply reduction based on the vertical line, you have to change to its co-function. You studied that one. Am I right? Okay, so look at how I am going to write this one. This is 270. 310 means it is on the fourth quadrant. Am I right? 310 is on the fourth quadrant. So how can you write this one? 270 plus 270 plus what is 310? 30 plus 10. So it is 40. So 270 plus 40 is what? 310. So look at how I'm writing this. 310 is on the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, how can you write? 270 minus 310. Okay, if you write 360 minus, I know that what you are thinking, 360. Here you know that you studied this one is 360. Okay, 360 minus what? 50. That one is also right. Okay, you can write, then you have to write one more step, that's all. Okay, so you can try like that also, 360 minus 50, then convert that into 40. Okay, so anyway, I wrote it like this, 270 plus 40, because I have an aim in my mind. If it is based on this 270, I can change this cos into what? Sine, because if it is based on the vertical line, I can change to its co-function. Am I right? Okay, so let me continue. So here what is 2 times 15? That is 30. So it is cos of 30 plus 2 into 180 minus 40 is in which quadrant? Second quadrant. Second quadrant, what is positive? Sine. Here what? Sine. So it is positive. Is there any change in the trigonometry? No. So it is sine of 40. So those who don't know that one, you have to watch my video lessons where I taught this reduction formula. Okay, I told you have to think in that order, then you won't make any mistake. Okay, so 180 minus 40 is in which quadrant? Second quadrant. Second quadrant, what is positive? we know that here sine is positive. So here what? Sine. So it is positive. If it is based on horizontal line, no change in the trigonometry. So sine as it is, then the acute angle is 40. Now look at this one, denominator 270 plus 40. 270 plus 40. 270 plus 40 means fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, what is positive? Cos is positive. All sine, you remember this one? All sine, tan, cos. Okay, so fourth quadrant cos is positive. Here what? Cos. So it is positive. Okay, so it is, but there is a problem here. If it is based on 270 vertical line, you have to change to its co-function. What is the co-function of cos? Sine. So it is sine of, what is that angle? 40 degrees. Okay, so those who know this one, you can just forward this video little bit, then you have to do by yourself, then check your answer is correct or wrong. Okay, so anyway, so cos of 270 plus 40, 270 plus 40 is in the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant cos is positive. Here also cos, so it is positive, but based on the vertical line, you have to change to its co-function. What is the co-function of cos? It is sine, sine 40. Is it not this sine 40 and this sine 40 you can cancel? Okay, so what is this one? Cos 30 is not the special angle. What is the value of cos 30? I hope you already studied that one. Cos 30 is square root of 3 over 2. Am I right? Or if you have any doubt, don't make mistake. You just check in your calculator. Okay, plus, so sine 40, what we cancel? What is remaining? It is 2. So take the LCM. This 2 into 2, 4. So it is square root of 3 plus 4 divided by 2. So what is our final answer? Square root of 3 plus 4 divided by 2. Okay. So that is question number 5.2. Question is to find the numerical value without using calculator. So here you can see that is the numerical value. Okay. So that is question number 5.2. Now let's move to question number 5.3. Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 5.3. Question number 5.3. What is that question? If sin x divided by 2, sin x by 2, sin of x over 2 is equal to p. So it is given that sin of x over, value of sin of x over 2 is equal to p. Okay, then express sin x minus 1 in terms of p. So what you have to find? If it is like that, they are asking you what is the value of sin x minus 1 in terms of p. That means they want the answer in terms of p. In your answer, there must be a p there. Okay. So what is given? Sin of x over 2 is equal to p. So now tell me, if you just write to p, what is the denominator here? Yeah, we know that if you just write to p, it means that the denominator is 1. Okay, so like the previous question, first question, what is the definition of sine? Yeah, you know that sine is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So what is the opposite side? We denoted with y, over hypotenuse we denoted with r. So I hope you remember that one. Okay, so sine, definition of sine is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. What is opposite side? We denote y, hypotenuse we denoted with r. Okay, so now sorry, equate the numerator, denominator. So what is the value of y? It implies that value of y is equal to p, and what is the value of r? Denominator, what is the value of r? It is 1. So value of r is equal to 1. So which one is not there now? Value of x is not, just like a previous question. So how can you find the value of x? So those who practice this one, they are going to write directly value of x is equal to square root of 1 minus p square. Okay, so those who didn't practice that much, listen once more. What is the formula to find the value of x? Using Pythagoras theorem, square root of r square minus y square. Am I right? Okay, so x is equal to square root of r is what? 1 square. Okay, let me write once more. 1 square minus, what is y? Value of y is p. So y square, that means p square. Am I right? Okay, so 1 square is 1, p square is p square. Am I right? Okay, so x is equal to plus or minus, we have to write square root of, we have to write a plus or minus. Okay, plus or minus square root of 1 minus p square. So we have to find exactly which x value is correct. Is it positive or negative? Okay, so for that I'm going to draw here something, our Cartesian plane. This is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. So tell me guys, sine of x over 2 is equal to p. It's only written there p, am I right? Okay, so anyway, so is it written positive p, or this one is positive p or negative p? If it is negative p, they must write here negative, am I right? But it is written just p, so it means that the value of sine of x over 2 is positive p. So sine is positive means which quadrant? Sine is positive here, first quadrant and second quadrant. Okay, so we can take here value of r, if we can take there, it is not compulsory to find. They are not saying any particular condition, x theta is an element of, or x is an element, or nothing like that. Okay, so we can take the first quadrant. So let me take the first quadrant and draw like this. So here what are the x and y values? So now look at this one. If I take that quadrant, what is the x value? X is equal to plus, is not x value here, it is plus value. Okay, so x is equal to square root of 1 minus p square. And what is the y value? Y we got it as p, am I right? Okay, so the y value is p. So x is square root of 1 minus p square and y is equal to p. Now what is the value of r? R is 1. So it means that here the value of r is 1. So now look at the question. What we have to find? Pause the video and write this one. Okay, so what are the values of x, y and r? X is square root of 1 minus p square, y is p, and value of r is 1. So what is the question here? We have to find sin x minus 1. So what is the question? We have to find the value of sin of x minus 1. That is what we want to find, am I right? Okay, so before that, before I go to that one, you studied the double angle of sine 2x, double angle of sine 2x. What is the answer? It is sine sorry, there is a 2 before that. Okay, so what is the answer? 2 times sine x times cos x, am I right? Okay, so the double angle of sine 2x is 2 times sine x cos x. So here you have to understand one thing, sine x, so when the angle is 2x, so listen very carefully this one, when the angle is 2x, what is the angle here? Is a half of that one. 2x, what is half of 2x? 2x divided by half of 2x, so it is 2x divided by 2, so it is 2 cancel. What is answer? It is x. So when here it is 2x, what is the angle here? Half of this one, 2x half is x. Here also half of this angle 2x, so it is x. You understand? Okay, so guys, it's a very simple thing. Here for example, sine of 60. Okay, so how can I write this sine of 60? Is it not that one as a sine of 2 times 30? Am I right? Okay, so this is a double angle. So how can you write 2 sine 30 cos 30? Am I right? Okay, so here you can see that half of 60 is 30. Okay, let me write that expansion once more. What is the answer of this one? I'm going to apply double angle here. Okay, so is it not this one 2 times sine 30 then cos 30? Am I right? Okay, so look at this one. Is not this 30 is a half of this 60? Am I right? Is not this 30 is a half of this 60? So whatever here the angle, when we are applying the double angle here, when the expansion is a half of this one. Do you get the point? Okay, so now let me write the general formula once more. Sine 2x is equal to, so sine, this is our general double angle formula. Sine 2x is equal to 2 into sine x into cos x. Am I right? Okay, so the half of this 2x is this x and half of 2x is this x also. Okay, so similarly, instead of this sine 2x, here if I write sine x, so if I want to apply the double angle formula here, so formula is the same, 2 into sine of, I'm supposed to write the half of this 1. Am I right? What is the number here? 1 over 2. Sorry, what is the number here? It is 1. Am I right? Half of that 1, that is 1 over 2. So here how I am supposed to write? 1 over 2x into cos of, here also half of that 1. So it is 1 over 2x. Do you get the idea, guys? When it is x here, when I apply double angle, what I am supposed to write? Half of this angle. Am I right? Okay. So here when it is, what is the number here? 1. Am I right? Instead of this 2, here it is 1. But anyway, if I want to apply double angle formula, I'm supposed to write the half of this angle. So what is the half of 1? That is 1 over 2. Then 1 over 2x, here also half of that, this 1. So it is here also 1 over 2x. So is it not that the same as like this? So without writing this 1, I'm going to write like this: sine of x over 2 is equal to 2 into sine 1 times x is x over 2 into cos of 1 times x is x. So it is x over 2. So look at this one, sine of x over 2 is the same as 2, sorry, not sine of x over 2, sine of x. Sine of x is the same as 2 into sine of x over 2 times cos of x over 2. Okay, so it's a little bit different question. Okay, so now look at this one. I'll come back to our question. Okay, sine x minus 1. So this sine x, why I am changing, why I am trying to change it like this, that you have to understand. Why I am changing like this? Because our angle that we know is x over 2. So we don't know anything about this x angle. So I am trying to convert this x into this x over 2. Then only I can write in terms of p. Do you understand the point? Okay, so I have to convert this x into x over 2. Then only I can write the answer in terms of p. Okay, so come back to our question. So I am going to write this one, sin x. How can I write? Yeah, sin x is the same as 2 sin x over 2. So let me write like this: 2 into sine of x over 2 into cos of x over 2, that is sin x, minus 1. So it is minus 1. Okay, so now we can expand that bracket. So how can we write that one? Not expand the bracket, sorry. We can apply, substitute the values. So it is 2 into, what is the definition of sine in terms of x, y and r? Yeah, we know that it is opposite side divided by hypotenuse, times cos in terms of x, y and r, adjacent, that is x over hypotenuse is r, then minus 1. Okay, so don't you know the values of x, y and r in terms of p? Here it is. Okay, so 2 times y, value of y is p, divided by r. What is the value of r? R is 1. So it is divided by 1 times, okay, let me write it a little bit neater. So it is 2 times value of y is p divided by value of r is 1 times x. What is the value of x? Square root of 1 minus p square divided by r. R is 1 minus 1. So let me write it in together. Okay, it is multiplication. So you multiply numerator, denominator. 2 into p into square root of p, that is 2p square root of 1 minus p square divided by 1. Okay, 1 times 1 is 1 minus 1. Is there any need to write this 1 here? No. So what is the final answer? 2p into square root of 1 minus p square minus 1. And can you see, you got the answer in terms of p. Okay, so that is question number 5.3. Okay, now let's move to question number 5.4. Question number 5.4. 5.4, what is that question? You have to prove that 3 sin x plus 2 sin 2x divided by 2 plus 3 cos x plus 2 cos 2x is equal to tan x. Look at that question. Okay, what do you want to prove? Okay, so what you have to do is these two are little bit different question. We didn't do this type of questions. Okay, so somewhere past question paper we did, but it's long time now. Okay, that is why I told you this type of latest trending questions is very important to practice. Okay, so anyway, pause the video and try to do that question by yourself. Okay, if you don't have this question paper, please download. I uploaded the link in the description. Okay, so you click on that one, try to get the question paper and try to do by yourself first. Okay, before you watch this one. Okay, so anyway, what is the question? We have to prove that 3 sin x plus 3 sin x plus 2 sin 2x the whole divided by 2 plus 3 cos x plus 2 cos 2x is equal to tan x. So this is what we have to prove. We have to prove that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay, so how can we prove this one, guys? It's not that much difficult question, but we just substitute the values and apply double angle. Okay, so anyway, left hand side is equal to 3 sin x 2 sin 2x. I know what you are thinking now. Okay, this sin 2x double angle, we can apply the double angle formula. Okay, so apply that one. So what is that one? 3 sin x plus 2 into sin 2x is what? 2 sin x cos x. So this is one area that you are making mistake. This 2 is this one, and what is this one? The expansion of this sin 2x. So don't forget to write another 2 here. You understand? Okay, now divided by 2 plus 3 cos x plus 2 times here cos 2x. Okay, so here you have to think logically, like what I said on the previous question. For cos double angle there are 3 expansion: 2 cos squared x minus 1, second one is 1 minus 2 sin square x, third one is cos square x minus sin square x. Am I right? There are 3 expansion. So you have to choose. When you write your exam, there is no one to explain to you which formula I have to choose. Okay, so what you have to think is 2 times. Can you see that? 2 times. So let me put a bracket here. Okay, 2 times. So whatever I write here, this one or this one. Okay, so look at this one. If I apply this formula, this next step I am going to multiply this one with this 2 times this minus 1. So what is 2 times minus 1? I am going to get minus 2. Am I right? So when you by practice you will get these ideas. Okay, 2 times, if I am going to apply this one here, second term is minus 1. Am I right? So what is 2 times minus 1? Minus 2. Can you see there is a positive 2 here? What you can do there? Yeah, that positive 2 and this minus 2 you are going to cancel. So which formula I am going to apply here? Not this one. I am going to apply this formula. Okay, so it is 2 cos square x minus 1. Okay, so let's move to the next step. Now numerator, what is the common factor? Sin x is here, there is a sin x is here. We can't take any number as common factor, so take only sin x as common factor. So what is remaining here? Only 3 left there. Then here 2 times 2, that is 4. We already take the sin x as common factor. So what is remaining here? 4 cos x. The whole divided by then 2 plus 3 cos x plus, now we can expand the bracket. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 cos square x. 4 cos squared x. 2 times minus 1, that is minus 2. So like what I said before, can't you cancel this positive 2 and negative 2? Am I right? Okay, so what is remaining? 3 cos x plus 4 cos squared x. Is it not cos x is a common factor there? So we can take that cos x as common factor. So slowly we are getting there. Sin x into 3 plus 4 cos x divided by, from these two terms I'm going to take a cos x as common. So cos x, so if I take cos x from here, what is remaining? Only 3, am I right? So 3 plus, if I take one cos x from here, what is remaining? 4 into another cos x, so it is 4 cos x. So these two are same thing, 3 plus 4 cos x, cancel. So what is remaining? Sin x by tan x. What is sin x by tan x? Oh sorry, sin x by cos x. What is that one? Tan x. Is it not that what we want to prove here is equal to tan x? So that is our RHS. So we proved that LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, so that is question number 5.4. Now let's move to the next question, 5.5. That's a little bit tricky one, so listen very carefully. Okay, let's move to the next question, question number 5.5. Question number 5.5. So in this question, what we have to prove here, guys, you have to show that, let me write the question here, show that sin x plus cos x over sin x minus cos x is equal to p plus t over p minus t. I think so. Yeah, p minus t. So what you have to prove? You have to show that sin x plus cos x divided by sin x minus cos x is equal to p plus t divided by p minus t. And also one more thing given. What is that one? If tan x is equal to, it is given like this, if tan x is equal to p over t. So what you have to prove? Sin x plus cos x divided by sin x minus cos x is equal to p plus t divided by p minus t. And what is given? Tan x is equal to p over t. Okay, so first like what I said on the previous question, pause the video and try your level best to answer this question. Okay, so then after that play it again and try to check your answer is correct or how can you do that one. Okay, so anyway, let's start. Sin x plus cos x divided by sin x minus cos x, and we have to prove that p plus t divided by p minus t. So what is given? Tan x. So here you can see that there is no tan x here, but at the same time we know that tan x means is not sin x by cos x is tan x. Okay, but here there are two terms, here also two terms. Okay, so it is difficult to find the tan x. So what I'm going to do here, anyway I have to get a tan x, then only I can connect with the p and t, because they want the answer in terms of p and t. Okay, so for that what I'm going to do is that sin x plus cos x, both numerator, is not this one numerator and this one denominator. Okay, so both the numerator and denominator I am going to divide with a cos x. Okay, so see what I am going to do, then try to understand. Sin x plus cos x, then the whole divided by cos x, the whole divided by sin x minus cos x, the whole divided by cos x. So look at what I did. Here on the numerator I divided with cos x. Here on the denominator also I divided with cos x. Okay, so if I divide numerator and denominator, same quantity, there is no difference. Am I right? Okay, actually it is like this, guys. Sin x, is not this one division? So it is sin x plus cos x divided by cos x divided by sin x minus cos x divided by cos x. When it is a division of a fraction, you have to tip and time. Am I right? Okay, then these cos x will come here and this cos x and that cos x is going to cancel. Okay, so try to understand. If I divide with the same quantity on both sides, numerator and denominator, there is no difference in the answer. Okay, so I divided like this. Okay, now if you write something like this, for example, in small classes in grade 8 you studied 2 plus 5 divided by 7. Can you split like this? 2 over 7 plus 5 over 7. Am I right? Okay. Similarly, look at the numerator. Sin x plus cos x divided by cos x. I am going to split it like this. Sin x divided by cos x plus cos x divided by cos x. Okay. So how I am going to write that one? Sin x over cos x plus cos x over cos x. The whole divided by. So I split it like this. Okay. Then here also I can split sin x by cos x. So sin x over cos x minus cos x over cos x. Cos x over cos x. So either you can write directly like this or you can start from here and come to this step. Okay. So if you can start directly like this, if you can understand directly, that is enough. Okay. Each term you divide with cos x, you can understand like that also. So sin this one divided by cos x, 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 like that. Okay. Anyway, what is sin x by cos x now? Tan x. So this one is tan x plus, is not this cos x cancel and the answer is 1. Okay. So plus 1 divided by, here also tan x. So it is tan x minus cos x cancel and the remainder is 1. So tan x minus 1. Look at this one, give question. What is tan x p over t? Okay. So what we can do here, let me write the remaining steps here. Let me write the remaining steps of that one here. Okay. So it is, what is tan x given? P over t. So it is p over t plus 1 divided by p over t minus 1. Okay. So take the LCM. How can you take the LCM? This t you multiply with 1, then divide by t. Is not that the easy method? Okay. So it is, how can I take the LCM? So p plus t times 1 is t divided by t, the whole divided by, here also this t multiply with 1. I'm just taking LCM, that's all. Okay. So it is p minus t divided by t. So is it not t division on both? So we can cancel this t and t. So what is remaining now? It is p plus t divided by p minus t. And is it not that one we want to prove? Sin x plus cos x divided by sin x minus cos x is equal to p plus t divided by p minus t. So we got the answer. Okay. So guys, that is question number 5. Now we have to move to question number 6. Okay. So get ready.